Harry and Meghan stand accused of betraying the late Queen's trust by breaking the agreement made when they gave up their royal roles. Royal sources say the truce has been blown apart by their explosive Netflix documentary series, which starts today. They claim the couple have failed to honor the agreement made with the late Queen at Sandringham in January 2020, in which they pledged that everything they do will continue to uphold the values of Her Majesty. Royal author Phil Dampier said, "Whatever their alleged grievances, the way that Harry and Meghan have behaved is a total betrayal exclusive of the Queen's legacy. They have acted in a completely unacceptable way despite the attempts of the late Queen and his father to hold out an olive branch." Former senior aides and other royal insiders rounded on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex as officials at Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace braced for an onslaught in the pair's series. After the Sandringham summit, aides had said on their behalf, while they can no longer formally represent the Queen, the Sussexes have made clear that everything they do will continue to uphold the values of Her Majesty. An earlier palace statement on behalf of the Queen read, "Harry, Meghan and Archie will always be much-loved members of my family. It is my whole family's hope that today's agreement allows them to start building a happy and peaceful new life." But the couple's actions since, such as accusing the royal family of racism in an Oprah Winfrey interview and the Netflix series, blew the truce apart. The Sussexes also spoke out as they were given the Ripple of Hope Award at a New York gala held by the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Organization. Harry and Meghan said a ripple of hope can turn into a wave of change as they were honored for activism in the fields of racial justice and mental health. The accolade honors exemplary leaders across government, business, advocacy and entertainment. Kerry Kennedy, daughter of the assassinated U.S. Senator, called them incredibly brave for tackling issues. For Meghan to get out there on national television and normalize discussion of mental health, at this point, is incredibly important and very brave. The Sussexes, who joked that they were expecting to be on a date night, announced a link-up between their Archewell Foundation and the human rights body, the Archewell Foundation Award for Gender Equity in Student Film. They said, "The values of RFK Foundation and the Archewell Foundation are aligned in our shared belief of courage over fear, and love over hate. Together we know that a ripple of hope can turn into a wave of change." Tuesday night's ceremony was hosted by Hollywood A-list actor and film producer Alec Baldwin. In the UK, the royals fear further bombshell claims today, with Harry speaking of a hierarchy in the family, a dirty game, and warning we know the full truth in a trailer for the show. Author Mr. Dampier noted Prince Harry had always made a point of speaking about his fondness and respect for his grandparents, particularly the Queen. But he insisted she would not have welcomed his and Meghan's decision to air their grievances in public. "I am sure that she was deeply upset by it while she was alive, and yet there is far more to come after her death. Thank goodness she isn't around to see it." Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliam said, "This, if the trailers are anything to go by, is a declaration of war on the royal family. The timing, so soon after the Queen's death, is cruel." The six-part series, in which the couple criticize the royal family and accuse aides of dirty tricks, is said to be part of a deal worth up to $100 million, £82 million, to them. One former aide said, "It's just a complete betrayal of everything that members of the royal family stand for." They expressed disgust that the Duke and Duchess had played the race card to try to justify their criticism of the monarchy. Other ex-aides condemned disgusting comparisons with Diana, Princess of Wales, made in the show. Some spoke of the outrageous and lazy analogy between Meghan and Harry's late mother, with one claiming, "It's as if the facts no longer matter at all." Old footage shows the Duchess being treated as a rock star on her introduction to royal life before, as the Sussexes say on camera, everything changed. Meghan adds, "I realized, they're never going to protect you." One aide said, "This is all narrative. They say everything changed, but what did they mean? What was so bad that it warrants making a comparison with Princess Diana? If they're saying they have to flee the UK because of how they were treated, they've got to get specific. But they won't, because there's nothing there." Harry, 38, has also often stated his devotion to the armed forces. The prince, who served 2 tours in Afghanistan, was devastated to lose his military patronages after quitting his royal role. But some forces' families pointed to the oath of allegiance to the Queen and monarchy he swore as an army officer and accused him of betraying it. Harry's father the King and his brother Prince William will wait to see if the series contains what they consider to be unfair or untrue criticism before deciding whether to respond publicly. But the Daily Express understands that William in particular is likely to speak up if it is as bad as feared under a new Kensington Palace policy of seeking to meet damaging allegations head-on. A large picture of Harry was among a number of family photographs displayed at Clarence House yesterday when Queen Camilla hosted a Christmas party for seriously ill children. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.